Page 27, harmonic intervals. Well, we've had melodic intervals. Now we get harmonic intervals. And that's really the only two flavors there are. You don't have to worry about any others coming. This is it. So melodic, you remember it was one note after the other, like a melody. Well, harmonic is when they're played at the same time. It's like a harmony, where you're hearing multiple notes at the same time. Counting them, figuring them out is exactly the same. So it doesn't matter. Let's take here at the beginning of this. They have a C and a D together. Well, you want to know what it is, you count it up. Start with that. 1, 2. It's an interval of a second. Then you have an interval of a third. And that's it. I mean, there's more to intervals than this, but that's really the basic of how it works. Simple. I hope that's simple. Kicker we have to worry about here is that now we're playing more than one note at a time on the piano. I don't really teach technique too much in my video lessons because I have a real problem with teaching technique in this format. I need you in front of me so I can actually see what you're doing. So I don't do too much in technique. But when you're playing one note at a time on piano, any note, doesn't matter, I use weight to push the note down. I don't hold the hand still and try and use the finger. I don't recommend it on piano. That was a style used a long time ago for harpsichords and clavichords and organs back then. It's a very fingery thing. Modern pianos are built differently. I don't recommend it. We use weight to push the note down. I might move which finger I want, but it's really the weight, not the finger, that's pushing the note down. That's why I tend to drop the wrist each time, because each time I drop the wrist, I'm dropping the weight, and then I'm just switching which finger I want. Well, when I do two notes at a time, it's the same thing, except now I got two fingers down instead of one. So here it's a C and a D. I put the fingers where I want them, and I lower the hand down. Here. Try and get them down. You have to listen carefully. Try and get them down at the same time. It's hard to do. I can't do it, but maybe you can do it. But I'm lowering the hand down. And the C and the E together, same thing. I'm lowering the hand down each time. It doesn't matter which two fingers are involved. Any two fingers could be involved. It's the same. I'm lowering the hand down. I'm letting the weight push the notes down. Here, the left hand is here. You can practice both hands at once. This is the same technique. It's the weight that's pushing it down. Here in this piece, we got all half notes. See, it's treble and bass clef, 4/4 time, half notes, one line long. It's got a repeat sign. You play it twice. The right hand plays the first couple of measures. The left hand plays the next couple of measures. We got all that figured out. We got dynamics, but I do the dynamics later. First, I want to make sure I can play the notes and I got the right rhythm going and the right fingering and all that. So we're here, here, and when the left hand comes in, it's here. So we're still in C position. And again, you don't need all the finger numbers. You only need finger numbers for the first notes that are played in each hand. That's it. So, but just try it. And by now you should know the names of these notes. If not, I encourage you to go back through and back wherever the music started, whichever lesson that was, and drill yourself. Learn the names of these notes. I'm not going to include that little drill each time now because you really need to know these by now. On these notes, we have a lot more notes to learn, so make sure you have these notes well. So anyway, we're here and then here. I just want to make sure I can play the notes. Okay, I got the notes. Now I'm going to play the rhythm. Well, the half notes, they get 2 counts each. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So forth. And then you'd repeat it. Then once I have that, I add the dynamic, or the louds and softs. MF, remember, is mezzo forte for moderately loud, medium loud, sort of loud. It's not loud, it's just sort of loud. Whatever you think that is. And They have an MF below the second staff, or below the bottom staff there in the middle. I disagree with that, but we'll go with it now. It simply means those notes are going to be MF also. Really, the MF at the beginning is enough. That's all you need. But, all right, fine, we'll go there. But just make sure whatever you think moderately loud is, do that. I'm just using more weight. The louder I play, the more weight I use. Yeah. That's all. Don't strain yourself. Don't get tense. We don't want tense. Let the wrist collapse a little bit. Don't play with a stiff wrist. Let the wrist collapse a little bit on each of these, and you stay relaxed. Let's play this together and double check our notes and rhythms. Now here, you got to listen carefully because you're listening to more than one note at a time. Hopefully you can still tell if you're playing the same note I am playing. So I'll give us 4 counts. Now let's try it together slowly. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Repeat. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2,